Good afternoon, Holmes Road Church of Christ. I hope you're having a great day in the Lord and everything's going well with you. Hope you're happy and healthy. Just a quick devotional thought for you today to spur you on and to hope encourage you along your way. Recently, I was reading a story about the hardest jobs in America. And I read it, and at the end of the link, I hit another link. It took me to another story, and I kept following these links. And I come across this story. It's about a group of ice workers, and basically these guys, they go out onto frozen lakes with saws and they cut out big cubes in the lakes, and then they take these gigantic ice cubes back to the ice houses and they store them in the ice houses, and that way they can have ice during this summer and other times. And so anyways, I was reading this story about this group of these ice workers who were out working one day on this frozen lake, and they'd been working real hard all day. And they got truckloads of ice, and they were transporting back to the ice house. And once they got to the ice house, they began to unload the ice blocks that they got from the lake into the ice house. And one of the workers had this very special watch that his dad had given him and handed him down to him. And he had noticed somewhere along the process of unloading all the ice blocks into the warehouse that it had come off. And he had spent most of the vast majority of the time in the ice house. And so he began looking all over the ice house, wondering where his watch could have gone. And he got all of his coworkers, all of his buddies, all of his employees in the company. Everyone started looking around in the ice house and other places along the way too, but they couldn't find his watch anywhere. And after they finally gave up, all the group had exited the building together, and they were kind of talking about how much the watch had meant to them, but they gave up finding it. And finally, this old man who was walking by the scene, he kind of overheard what was going on, and he said, "You guys lose a watch?" He said, "Yeah, most likely it's in that ice house somewhere, but we can't find it." And the old man said, "Well, all of you wait out here. Don't anyone come in with me. Let me go in the ice house. Give me about 10 minutes by myself, and I'll find that watch." The group thought it was really silly. They thought, well, how's this old man who doesn't even know anything about the ice house or what we were doing or the steps we went through, how does he know where it was? But they figured, what could it hurt? So they agreed. They gave him 10 minutes. They said, go in the ice house by yourself. So the old man went in the ice house, and after about 3 minutes, he didn't even use all 10 minutes, only after 3 minutes, he emerged with the watch. The group of men were shocked and thankful, but they were completely surprised that this old man found the watch. And after thanking him immensely, after shaking his hand and thanking him, then the question. The group asked him, "How'd you find the watch? What did you do to find the watch?" And the old man said, "I just sat down. I kept quiet. I just went as quiet as I could be, and I could hear the ticking. I could hear the ticking of the watch, and eventually I got closer and closer until I found the watch." And then he looked at them and he said, the last statement he said was, "There is value in being quiet and being still." And then he left the group. The Bible talks about a lot of that same kind of stuff, doesn't it? The Bible talks about the value of being quiet and being still. Elijah learned this lesson in 1 Kings chapter 19, verses 9 through 12. There he went into a cave and spent the night, and the word of the Lord came to him. "What are you doing here, Elijah?" he replied. I've been very zealous for the Lord God Almighty. The Israelites have rejected your covenant, torn down your altars, and put your prophets to death with the sword. I'm the only one left, and now they're trying to kill me too. The Lord said, "Go out and stand on the mountain in the presence of the Lord, for the Lord is about to pass by." Then a great and powerful wind tore the mountains apart and shattered the rocks before the Lord, but the Lord was not in the wind. After the wind, there was a big earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. And after the earthquake, a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire came a gentle whisper. See, there's a lesson. Elijah learned the lesson that old man was trying to teach that group of workers. There's value. There is God. There is extreme value found in being quiet and being still. In the busyness of life, it can be hard to hear God. We get so distracted by television and news and the work and all the busyness of this world. But if we stop rushing about and spend some quiet time with Him and in the Scriptures, maybe we will hear His gentle voice speaking to us. God promises us that He is going to rescue us from wicked schemes of evil people. Give us refuge and help us stay faithful. But how does He do this? How does God keep those promises when all around us is chaos and distractions? In Psalm 37, verses 1 through 7, He says, "Do not fret because of those who are evil, or be envious of those who do wrong. For like the grass, they will soon wither. Like green plants, they will soon die away. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust in Him, and He will do this. He will make your righteous reward shine like the dawn, your vindication like the noonday sun. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes." Yes, God promises us that He will rescue us from the wicked schemes and from evil people. He will protect us. But He says in there, verse 7, "Be still and wait patiently for Him." Be still before the Lord and wait patiently. That's kind of hard for us to do sometimes in our culture. We need to start by learning to keep silent for just a few minutes, maybe in prayer, or by quietly reading the Bible and meditating on God's words. Just start for a little bit, and maybe each day you can grow a little longer. There's value in quietness. There's value in being still. And then perhaps, maybe we'll hear God's wisdom speaking to us, quiet and steady, like a ticking watch in an ice house. That's the lesson for you today, Holmes Road. Hope to see you soon. Take care.